What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm going to be giving an update on Flux as it recently has had a nice pump. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So this was Flux in my last video. It was trading at 34 cents. And this is Flux right now trading at 41 cents. And at its peak, it was trading just under 47 cents. And we had it drawn in a massive falling wedge. So had you guys taken this trade, you could have made about 37% in just over a month. And if you compare that to the stock market, where the average return is 10% in a year, that would mean we made it in around a month what the stock market makes in over 3 years, which are actually pretty incredible gains. And if you enjoy making gains in the crypto market, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. But I'll go deeper into the charts at the end of the video. As I was saying, Flux is currently trading at 41 cents. Its market cap is 139 million, which ranks 194th among all cryptocurrencies. And its circulating supply is 337 million out of a max supply of 440 million, which is about 76% in circulation. Flux is also currently down 89.9% from its all-time high that it reached 2 years ago at $4.17. And if you're looking to trade Flux, I recommend using Binance or KuCoin. I think those are the two easiest centralized exchanges to use. Now, I don't talk about Flux a lot on my channel, so I'll give a brief overview for those of you guys that don't know. So Flux is the cryptocurrency that powers the Flux ecosystem. It has a number of uses, including purchasing resources, collateralizing nodes, and fueling transactions on Flux OS, as well as rewarding both miners and Flux node operators for providing computational resources. The Flux ecosystem is devoted to empowering everyone to develop, deploy, and use the decentralized internet of the future, Web3. So essentially, Flux is a decentralized compute network. Think of them like a decentralized version of Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud. They can provide cloud infrastructure, which I think a decentralized version of that is extremely important. And in the coin market cap section, what makes Flux unique? I like what they say right here. Flux is the first truly decentralized Web3 infrastructure with no single point of failure and 100% uptime. The 100% uptime is huge. You have to understand there are so many projects that have downtime, and that can damage a network and an entire ecosystem. So this is another reason I'm bullish on Flux. But now we'll get into some Flux news. So if you come over to their Twitter, which has 157,000 followers, they just pinned a tweet 7 hours ago to celebrate our upcoming launch of Proof of Useful Work Alpha on December 15th. We're launching a $1,000 Flux Sprint on Zili.io, now live until December 20th, featuring an upgraded prize pool and exciting new quests. So if you guys are interested, feel free to check this out. And now here's what Daniel Keller posted 5 hours ago, and he is Flux's CEO. Did you know you can run AI already on Flux? Use the power of a decentralized cloud solution right now. And if you've watched my channel in the past at all, you know I am really bullish on the AI narrative. So I think any project that is affiliated with AI has a chance to perform very well next bull run. But now this post 3 hours ago is really exciting. So join the Flux team for a thrilling Twitter space with Kaspa. And as many of you guys know, Kaspa is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies, and they have been going parabolic recently. I was just talking about in my previous Kaspa video how anybody that had taken my Kaspa trade 5 months ago, when I drew it in a massive falling wedge, would be up over 825% right now. Now, the reason I think this is important is because of how much hype Kaspa has right now. So if Flux is affiliating with Kaspa, that could be very bullish. And then 6 hours ago, we are on the edge of a revolution. Main goal, decentralize the world. And that is overall one of the biggest selling points of crypto, decentralization. And then the last Flux post I want to show you is what they reposted November 19th. So comparative analysis of cloud computing services. Centralized computing services are relatively expensive in comparison with decentralized counterparts. Flux, a decentralized cloud provider, can provide similar services for a fraction of the cost. And if you look at the numbers over here on the left, you can see that they are in dollars. And based on this chart, Flux is probably around $5, whereas AWS is around $80, and Google Cloud is all the way up here at just under $180. And obviously that is a massive gap. So just understand, Flux has some serious potential. In my opinion, the only thing holding Flux back right now is the overall hype around the project. Because in my experience, the crypto market is heavily driven based on hype and speculation. And right now, Flux just straight up doesn't have the hype that a lot of these other projects have. That's the unfortunate reality. But at the same time, if you do believe in this project long term, it also gives you a lot more time to accumulate. But now we'll go over some major news that could affect Flux's price action, even though it's not directly correlated to Flux. So this is Watcher Guru's Twitter, and they just posted 4 hours ago, US government seeks over $4 billion from Binance to end criminal case. Now, will they actually get that money from Binance? Who knows? And then this right here is very interesting. They posted 7 hours ago. Tether freezes $225 million in USDT linked to human trafficking group. Now, I can already see both sides to this. There's going to be a large portion of people that are really excited to see this because they want to stop human trafficking. And ethically speaking, it makes perfect sense. But then there will be another group of people who are really disappointed to see this because they love the whole decentralization aspect of crypto. Now, obviously, it's no secret that Tether is not decentralized. In fact, it's a very centralized project. And USDT is a one-to-one peg to the US dollar. But this could leave quite a few people not wanting to use Tether in the future, knowing that at any given time their assets could get frozen. And then they posted 22 hours ago, pro-Bitcoin candidate wins Argentina presidential election. This is really bullish. And I also think this is just the beginning. I won't be shocked if a lot of presidential candidates in the future are coming out pro-crypto. I think it could help their odds of winning. And then last but not least, $4.5 trillion asset manager Fidelity files for a spot Ethereum ETF. And this comes right after BlackRock did the exact same thing. And if you've watched my channel in the past at all, you know I am extremely bullish on the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And at this point, you're probably tired of hearing me talk about them. But I'm going to continue saying it. I think it could help bring trillions of dollars to the industry. And I would actually argue that an Ethereum spot ETF might be more important than a Bitcoin spot ETF. Because by definition, Ethereum is an altcoin. And if an altcoin were to get a spot ETF approved, that could start a chain reaction where we start seeing a whole bunch of different spot ETFs get approved. And that could skyrocket the entire crypto market. Because the thing about a spot ETF is these large asset managers will actually have to hold the asset, which naturally would install a lot of confidence within that particular asset. So these spot ETFs are definitely something to keep your eyes on. Now, for the final part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. So this is Flux on the daily time frame. Now, the first thing I'm seeing is that the stochastics are extremely oversold and the RSI is starting to reset. Both of those indicators look pretty good right now. In addition, if you look at price action, we swing from a lower low to a higher low. The RSI is higher low to lower low. That is Class A bullish divergence, which typically signals a local bottom has been reached. And I also love to see that price action is currently using the 21-day moving average as support. Plus, if you look at the 21-day moving average, it has just broken above the 200-day moving average, which is a golden cross. And that typically signals an explosive move is coming. And then last but not least, you could also argue that Flux is currently trading in a bull flag, which break up 68% of the time, and it has a measured move to about 51 cents. So overall, right now, there are a lot of very bullish indicators on Flux, and I wouldn't blame you at all if you wanted to take this trade. But at the same time, just understand that Flux still has not been getting a lot of volume recently. So even if all of the bullish indicators line up, we still might not get that explosive move. And on top of that, if Bitcoin were to tank, there's a good chance Flux would also tank. But obviously, none of this is financial advice. Do what's best for you. Now, lastly, we'll go over Bitcoin as it's correlated to most altcoins. So the first thing I noticed on Bitcoin is the RSI is extremely overbought, and not just on the daily time frame, but also the 3-day, and then even the weekly time frame is cooked. However, the stochastics are extremely oversold, and price action is also currently using the 21-day moving average perfectly as support, which is something that I love to see. And previously, you could argue that Bitcoin was trading in a bull flag, which again break up 68% of the time, and it had started to break up, but it has a huge measured move to $42,000. And as long as we do not see price action close a candle beneath the 21-day moving average, I think there's a decent chance that this move ends up playing out. But I do also want to be clear, I will personally not be taking this Bitcoin trade. I do not like chasing parabolic moves. And within a few weeks, Bitcoin has went from 26,100 to just under 38,000. And in my experience, rarely does it work out well to chase a parabolic move. But as I say in every single one of my videos, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden the Bitcoin spot ETFs were to get approved, that could skyrocket the entire market. On the contrary, if some bearish news comes out, that could tank the entire market. So just understand the crypto market is going to be extremely volatile in the short term. Anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Flux will go next bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.